Hi there, I'm Rai from Vanimal, and today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the Toolbox racking system. So to do this assembly, all you're going to need is an impact driver and a PH2 bit. Now we have everything laid out. We're going to start by assembling all the shelves, and then we'll move on to inserting them into the left hand side. Now the process for the shelves is exactly the same for every single shelf. We're going to lift the base into the back of the shelf, locating these dowels into their holes. So to do that, we'll lift the base into the back. Now we'll pop that to one side and repeat the process again for the rest of the shelves. Again, they're all exactly the same. Now that we have all the shelves assembled, we're going to secure the top two shelves. We're going to do that with a screw, which is just going to go through the middle of the top two shelves. So to do that, we'll lift the shelf onto its front and then put your screw through the middle. Now we'll do that with the other long shelf. So we're going to start inserting the smaller shelves into our side panels. With that being said, I'm going to pop the larger of the panels to the side. As we're starting with the smaller of the shelves, we need to start from the third slot down. That's this one here and this one here. From there, we're going to insert our smaller ones on the shelves which go further. Now we'll do that another 4 times. Now from here we're going to put our end panel on, which is for the smaller shelves. So that's this panel here, that's the shorter of the end panels, and we simply pop that on. It only goes on one way. Just line that up with our shelving and pop that through. Now that that panel's on, we're going to secure it to the shelves with 6 screws. I'm going to use 2 on the top, middle and bottom shelf, and they're about 10 to 15 mil away from the joint. Now we're going to flip this structure over and do the same again on the opposite side, putting 2 screws in the top, middle and bottom shelf. Now the 2 halves are secured together, we're going to turn it back over onto this face to put the longer shelves in. We have that flipped over. Now we're moving on to the top 2 shelves. The next shelf that we're going to put in is the shelf below the top shelf, and it's the one that has the 2 holes in the base plate. These 2 holes are to put 2 screws through here, and they will screw into this section of the wood here. We need to do that first before we put the top shelf on, because we won't be able to gain access again with that in place. I'll grab that and locate that into the holes. Now we'll get 2 screws and put them through the base. Now that that's in, we can insert the top shelf. We've got the main structure aside, so we're ready to move on to the very end panel. We have the panel currently laid on the rough side, showing us the smooth side. From this, we want to insert the panel support braces. That's these here, and they're going to click into the joints and then just push that down. Do the same on this one, and then we're going to flip the panel over and secure it from the other side. And now secure that with 6 screws, 2 at the top, 2 in the middle, which are diagonal from one another, and then 2 at the bottom. We can now lift this onto the rest of the structure. We'll grab our panel and line it up with our joints. Again, the smooth side is on the outside. So from here, I'm now going to secure it with 4 screws in the base of the shelves and the back of the shelves. Now from here, we're going to lay it onto its back and secure one of the front kick plates and the 2 top shelves from the opposite side. On its back, we can now see the top 2 shelves, and we're going to secure them in with 4 screws, 2 on the bottom of each shelf and 2 on the backs of each shelf. Now the last thing we have to do is install the kick plate. That's the bit that has the Vanimal logo across it, and that goes across the bottom 2 shelves, and then we secure it with 2 screws either side. This completes the assembly of a toolbox racking system. Thank you for watching.